morning and welcome to the Human Body 101. Today we will be teaching you all about your body. The body is made up of 3 different systems. 1. The integumentary system. 2. The skeletal system. And 3. The muscular system.
The integumentary system is the organ system that covers and protects the body. Basically, the integumentary system is your skin.
The skeletal system supports and protects the body. It also stores calcium and phosphorus, produces blood cells, and allows movement. Basically, your skeletal system is all of your bones.
And lastly, the muscular system is the system of muscles in the body.
And now I'm going to hand it over to our celebrity guest, Kiwi Lollapalooza. Take it away, Kiwi.
Thanks.
No problem, Kiwi.
Your integumentary system is made out of 3 layers. Your epidermis, your dermis, and your subcutaneous. What you can see right here is your epidermis. Your epidermis is your outer superficial layer of skin. It's made out of epithelial cells. Those cells protect your organs. In your epithelial cells, you have a protein called keratin. Keratin is a waterproof protein that also protects your skin tissues. Also, you have a pigment in your skin called melanin. Melanin affects the color of your skin.
Your epidermis is about as thick as me.
The next layer of skin is your dermis. Your dermis is 15 to 40 times thicker than your epidermis. Your dermis contains muscle fibers, sweat glands, oil glands, nerve cells, and hair follicles. Your last layer of skin is your subcutaneous. Your subcutaneous is basically just fat.
I have 206 bones.
Next, we have the skeletal system.
Let's review all of the bones in your body. This is your cranium bone. Right here along your collarbone is your clavicle bone. This is your scapula. Right here is your humerus bone. On your forearm is your ulna bone and your radius bone. Right down the middle of your body is your sternum bone. And right here are your ribs. Right here is your pelvis bone. Right here is your femur bone. This is your patella. And down here are your tibia and fibula. On your ankle are your metatarsal bones, and then your tarsal bones and your phalanges. On your hands are your metacarpal bones right here on your wrist, your carpal bones, and your phalanges.
Wow, that's a lot of bones.
Now let's go over the 4 basic joints of the body. We have the ball and socket joint, which is the most flexible out of all of them and the reason why we can do the splits. An example of this is from your pelvis to your femur, so it's your hip joint. The next joint is the pivot joint. This joint allows for rotation. An example of this joint is your elbow joint. Next we have the hinge joint, which only moves back and forth, and an example of this is your knee. And we also have the gliding joint, which allows for back and forth rotation and side to side, and an example of this is your wrists.
Your skeletal system supports your body, protects your body, helps in the formation of blood cells, is a reservoir for calcium and phosphorus, and assists you in movement.
Now let's talk about muscles. I like muscles. You have 3 types of muscles in your muscular system. 1. Smooth muscle. 2. Cardiac muscle. 3. Skeletal muscle.
I am what your smooth muscle looks like. I am an involuntary muscle, which means I cannot be controlled consciously. I line the intestine, bladder, uterus, and stomach.
I am what your cardiac muscle looks like. I am only in the heart. I am also an involuntary muscle. I allow the heart to contract efficiently and rhythmically. I am your skeletal muscle. I am most of the muscles in your body. I am a voluntary muscle, which means you can control me consciously. Tendons connect my tissue to your bone.
How do muscles work? Once a nerve signal reaches a muscle, the actin filaments slide towards one another and contract.
Well, that's a wrap. This has been Kiwi Lollapalooza and Rudolph, all for your entertainment. Goodbye.